And art itself is always a direct reflection of society. It's not meant to manipulate or convince you. It's always meant to hold up a mirror to what already exists. So music for me has always been a almost auditory photograph, almost like a time machine. So Lil Yachty is a perfect representation of our society at that time, whether good or bad.
I think right now, if me and you went in there, Joe, you could pen a better verse than me.
Well, who's picking the beat?
Obviously not you.
All right.
I'm not gonna let you pick the beat.
Sound like a hoop
If he
mixtape.
picked that beat, it's gonna sound like NBA Street Volume 2.
Yeah, but when you
like,
pick the beat, it's gonna sound like when the Nintendo game is up too,
Yeah.
and now you gotta find some whole.
Hey, Yachty got an ear for some beats though. I ain't gonna lie to you. If anything, he can pick some beats. Joe, on the other hand, nah. Joe is the lyricist. You feel me? His Mjolnir is lyricism. Yachty is a vibe. He has production. He catches vibes. I don't even know why they having this argument. Like, Yachty, you just listened to Reasonable Doubt. What, in 2024? What are we doing, man? How would you even know? What is your standard? I wonder what's Yachty's standard. That's crazy to me.
Pocket that the 2035 crowd is gonna be into.
I'm gonna dust off one of my good.
No, we match.
Then I
we
gotta
price
sing
match
some
over here.
shit.
I can work on anything. I'm gonna push off one of my
If you give me one of them Metroid beats, then you will have the
No,
best verse.
I'm gonna dust off one of my Alchemist
If I
beats.
could get to Alchemist,
I'm gonna dust off one.
Don't do it, Yachty. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't think he want that. That's the exact same arrogance that got Drake beat up. Now I see why they friends. You are the average of the 5 people you hang around the most. Now I see why Drake got his ass whooped. If this is his ghostwriter, if this is one of his best friends, oh yeah, it makes sense. 1 + 1 gotta equal 2.
I'm not even dignifying this. Now the baton's getting rough. I would do it for fun because I'm retired. If I were not retired, just the thought of this would be an insult to me.
Yeah.
Yes, on an Alchemist beat. Yeah, I wouldn't even.
Yeah, this is insulting, man. Gotti, come on, move on. Do something else. Come on, bro.
Let me ask you, did you think I was gonna last this long?
No.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Not at all. You shouldn't. Yeah. You have defied.
Hey, man. I don't think most people thought he was gonna last that long, especially coming in with the red dreads, looking like Wendy. You feel me? Old heads and not like that, man. And Yachty came in the SoundCloud era with Lil Pumps, Smoke Perps, Trippy Red, face tattoos, the color hair, all that type of stuff. Hey, man, and most of that generation gone, dog. Look at Lil Pump. You feel me? He's still doing his shit with Vitaly, the Catch a Predator shit, but that's all he got. And now he a pet for Trump, you feel me? And Smoke Perp doing shows with 15 people in the bar. Trippy Red, he painting houses black and doing all type of shit. Like he Wednesday. He's not a big lyricist. You feel me? Yachty's more like a vibe type of dude. He may think he's a lyricist to his standards, to Drake's standards, but all of hip-hop standards, not really. You feel me? And I truly don't believe he understands that. Because he just said, I think in the Andrew Schultz podcast, he just listened to Jay-Z's albums. And one of the reasons why Joe Budden didn't think that Yachty would actually last that long was because one of the first times old heads actually knew about Lil Yachty was when he said that Biggie was overrated. It was really just diminishing the entire legacy of Biggie. So when you hear someone like Yachty say that, you immediately have those thoughts like, we got to get this dude out of here. And in reality, the only reason why Lil Yachty is in that position is because of a white fan base. It's not because of black people. You feel me? He has great business. He has great branding. He has great marketing. I remember Yachty, he was doing the Sprite commercials with LeBron. He was doing the Cold Lake Minnesota, Cold Lake Minnesota. He ended up getting all these brand deals early on. And he was extremely marketable. He's a great salesperson. And Lil Yachty, he's not even using his music as his priority. His image has always been the reason why he has longevity. It's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's a music business, of course. You got to make money. But at the exact same time, it says a lot about our reality in our society. And art itself is always a direct reflection of society. It's not meant to manipulate or convince you. It's always meant to hold up a mirror to what already exists. So music for me has always been a almost auditory photograph, almost like a time machine. So Lil Yachty is a perfect representation of our society at that time. Hell, even at this time right now, whether good or bad. Lil Yachty is that icon. And if you know anything about history, we've always had idols. Hell, even look at Greeks. We got the Aphrodite, we got the Zeus, we have the demigods, Achilles. In New Age 2024, we don't have these stories anymore. Our idols and our icons are now celebrities. We have the Kanyes, we have the Kim Kardashians, right? And a lot of us are living vicariously through these people. And I'm a Kanye fan, and I remember specifically Kanye saying something like, if you're a fan of Kanye, you're not really a fan of Kanye. You're really a fan of yourself. The subconscious doesn't know the difference between real and fake. So music is energy in its purest form. So you're not really in love with the person. You're in love with the idea. You're in love with the frequency because we relate to it. We share that energy. We share that frequency. So with someone like Yachty, he's being used as a medium. Every single generation has an oracle, the mediums, the storytellers. Yachty is a storyteller, man, whether good or bad. And it's our job to remain mindful. Don't attach on to any of their demons and just listen to music no different than a therapist. And understand that this is their thoughts. This is their story. We shouldn't be attaching on to anything they got going on.
The odds, I ain't even about to lie to you.
About how long did you think?
I didn't think you would be this good because you got your last album. Hell no, I didn't think you'd be able to do that.
That's true. Yachty has gotten a lot better, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna sound like a hater. You feel me? I grew up on Yachty. Like I said, he's a vibe. He's not the greatest musically, but at the same time, you feel me? I fuck with Yachty. And I'm not gonna disrespect him just because he's not musically the best. I went to Full Sail University. I have my degree in computer animation, so I understand that as an artist, you're usually good at multiple things. Hell, he may not be the best musically, but the visuals are still an amazing and important part of what's going on, right? The visuals, the clothing, the branding, and the actual packaging of the music is also the art piece. So I'm not going to disrespect Yachty and say he's trash or any of that because, like I said, I understand the entire workflow that it takes to even become Yachty, to even be in that position. It takes not just the work ethic and the consistency, but you have to have an entire team. Your photographers have to be amazing. He linked up with Lyrical Lemonade. He is a part of our culture, man. Always and forever will be. He cemented his legacy, and he deserves that. And I ain't even gonna hate on him because I know for a fact he came in at a young age and he started getting money at an extremely young age. So a lot of shit he said when he was younger, I can't hate on him, you feel me? Because I think he's a few years older than me. I'm 26. So I know who I am. I know what I would have done when I was 20. Some stupid shit I probably would have said. So I ain't gonna get mad at that. I ain't get upset at the stupid shit he said with Drake and the Mr. Hotspot situations. I get upset right now with what he's saying. But back then, I ain't gonna hold too much weight to
it. I didn't think you'd be able to pen some of the things that you've penned.
Fair enough.
This is real safe place stuff, right?
Like, no matter what your backing is, you kind of stand alone. You've created your own lane.
Fair enough.
I can't be prouder of you. That was my very first interview, the one that you speak of.
Yeah.
That was my very first interview with an artist.
Was it?
Yes.
Wow, this makes so much sense now.
Ever.
That makes so much sense.
That's why it's not one of my proudest moments.
It does.
Because it was a first.
I did not know that.
And I was still...
that's a huge first.
Yeah,
that interview was
now that
like...
makes so much sense now. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of just like, it was new for like both of y'all. Like that experience for him and then just you interviewing a rapper. Like,
yeah, that was...
Now,
that's a moment, man. That's a legendary moment, man. I think I was in college getting my degree at that time. And that just goes to show Yachty has a lot of patterns of being aloof. A lot of patterns of not really knowing what's going on. He still has that nonchalant, slow, monotone, I don't know what's going on. It is what it is, kind of passive mindset about everything. And it's kind of like when he was talking about the Mr. Hotspot situation, where he was kind of nonchalant about stealing someone's content. Same way, he still has the exact same energy. I just said I don't really blame him for what happened back then, but those patterns are still happening. And now he has even more money, even more yes men around him who truly believe that he can actually pen and keep up with Joe Budden. I bet Drake probably also believes the exact same thing. And this is why Drake has the arrogance he has. Because he has ghostwriters around him. They truly believe that they can keep up with Joe Budden. And that's crazy, man.
Fish out of water.
I respect
But
you for being able
also, it was in a time where we were two complete different eras of rap. I bet that was one of the first encounters of your era and my
right.
era.
That was like a clash. Like that was the first one. That was the first one.
May not have been the first one, but I'm sure it was one.
It had to be, Bo. Like think about it. Like because you were from like that generation and then that generation. That had to be the first. Like
maybe it was. That was May 2017.
You know what I'm saying? Like
so maybe it was.
Yeah.
But that
wow.
Mine are whatever energy that was that day in 2017 with what was going on in music, with the older voices transitioning to be media people, right? From that birthed Me versus Migos.
Ooh, yeah, Joe, he went on the run, man. Yeah, Joe, he went crazy. But hey, man, shout out to y'all. See you in the next one.